Hello, everybody. It's a writer here, and welcome to episode 2 of our Create Above and Beyond series. I have been quite busy in between episodes doing some stuff like gathering up some plants. Like if we just there's so many. We're overflowing. Like I've moved stuff out of here. We're full on dark logs. We're getting pretty close on birch, spruce, and not so much. But it's like going into our overflow now. We have so many. I think I might have to shut this machine down. But today we are going to be focusing on a fun new thing called Metallurgy. If we go into our main book here, our little quest guide on how we do this stuff, we take a look at Metallurgy. You see we have this fantastic flowchart. I click things. I didn't realize you couldn't unclick them. So right now what we're going to do is we start off with a regular old ore. The best that we can do is we can use Fortune, which will give us 1 to 2 of the crush variant. Mining just gives us 1. So now that we have the crush variant, we could smelt it, which will give us 1 to 3. We can use induction smelting, which is eventually what we're going to want to do, but we are nowhere near being able to do that yet. We also can't making a crushing wheel, which would give us 3 to 6, or pulverizing, which would give us 1 to 6, but we can mill it, which will give us 1 to 3. So that's what we will be doing. And then from there, we will get dust. And with dust, we can either melt it, we can foundry melt it, or we could superheat it mixing, or we could smelt, or we could wash it, which washing is what we're going to do because we definitely don't have access to those other things yet. Afterwards, we're going to get nuggets, which then get compacted. And finally, we end up with gold ingots. So we have a lot to do today. First things first, we're going to have to go ahead and get all the materials that we'll need to be able to mill and use our wash to be able to actually get the ingots all ready to be pressed into, or nuggets ready to get pressed into ingots. First things first though, I would like to get us a little bit more coin. So in between the episodes, I was able to gather up some of the stuff that we're going to need. If we go in here, I believe it is into the bulletin board. Yes, we're able to go ahead and do these here and get us some additional coins. So we're able to complete 3 of these right now. There we go. You can see like there's even more that we get to do on here. Like I haven't found, oh, I have pumpkin. The only thing I don't have is rice so far. So we'll be able to do that one pretty soon. We're able to submit our mineral collection. And it actually looks like all the mining that we did paid off because we're able to actually submit the next set here. And finally, we'll be able to submit. Oh, no. Oh, that scared me. Oh boy, my heart is going so fast right now. But also between, I guess I'll tell you this now while I'm cleaning this up. Between episodes, I installed a couple additional mods. We now have Serene Seasons going. We also have, oh shoot, what was it? We installed Optifine, so hopefully we'll get better performance. And there was one more, and I cannot remember it now. It's basically a mod that rewards you for eating different types of foods. Oh shoot, oh no. So yeah, that's one of the things with Serene Seasons is I'm gonna have to watch for this because now all the water will freeze. I'm pretty sure all of this is currently frozen because it's not a time in which the water would normally be able to survive and thrive. So I believe if we place a slab in here, it won't be able to freeze over again. I think like that's something that will work, so fingers crossed that it does. These ones over here, these are a Demon's Dream, and I believe if you eat these, you actually get like nausea. Oh, what is that effect? Third eye. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, the first time I ate this, I got nausea and assumed it would just be the nausea. Oh, that is really cool. I wonder if this has like any other useful applications. Kind of want to eat another one, just like out of curiosity. Okay, so maybe third eye is just more common, and I was just unlucky with what I got that first time. Yeah, it looks like it. It's something I'm gonna have to definitely look more into. All right, with that all done, we can finally trade our globe without getting interrupted by that creeper. And I'm gonna go ahead and take a look, see if there's anything that we can buy that may be able to help us out in making our ore processing machine today. So I think we're actually gonna go ahead and get our first permit, which is going to be the carpenter permit. So if we go ahead and sell that, There we go. What we have here is we have a profession carpentry, and we are now able to basically sell logs to get our silver, to get more silver. And with this machine here up and running, that is not going to be an issue at all. We're definitely going to need more than just our carpentry profession though. We're also going to need to get ourselves a trade station and a sterling dynamo, so we're going to go ahead and buy this as well. There we go. So I think if I have my knowledge about this correct, if we take some of these, we'll need to put some of these as power into the sterling dynamo, and then if we put our profession in there and that in there, we get coins. Oh, it takes a whole stack? Oh my gosh. Well, that's a lot. Okay, that's good to know. I don't even have to kill the wandering critter this time. The sauce took care of it for me. So it looks like we are able to fill that up pretty fast. It only took, let's see if I can do math in my head. The answer is no. It took 20 logs to get up to there. And we are able to do 50 items because each item requires 1,000 RF in order to convert. So I think we're going to be pretty good on our coin right now. All right, and just a little bit later, we are back up to 2 stacks and 17 silver coins. One thing I am super curious about is this test of patience. I think I'm going to go ahead and get it. Fabled prize awaits at the bottom. I'm terrified like I'm going to place this down and it's going to transport me somewhere. The fabled prize awaits at the bottom. Okay, that's not what I was expecting, but let's go ahead. Maybe it literally, quite literally means the bottom of the barrel. Oh, you are got to be kidding me. That's how this works? No. So it is quite literally the next day for me, and I would like to introduce you to my first ever custom biome. I would like to call it Barrel Island. I have managed to place, let's see, 3,887 barrels. And I calculated this, the odds are just better than 1 in 750. So I got extraordinarily lucky with the reward of patience. Damn. Okay. I was not expecting that. What? That luck of the sea? I actually do know how lucky I am. I do in fact know how lucky I am. I am just better than 1 in 750. That's insane. That is so much gold. And with that all cleaned up, I officially have a barrel full of barrels. Now, we have an absurd amount of money, and I have a couple ideas of what we can do with that. Primarily, I would really like if we were able to just upgrade everything to diamonds, because why not? We have the stuff to do it. So if we plug back in our trader station, I'm gonna put some just regular logs in there, and if we come in here, I believe if we put our import diamond in there, and we put a gold coin in there, yep, we get a diamond out. Perfect. All right, now we can just kind of, make ourselves some stuff. Because we just have all the diamonds to be able to do so now. It's kind of absurd. Like, whatever we need now, we can just make. Like, no thought about it. But we're gonna need more than just diamonds. We definitely want to be able to enchant this. I know I'm gonna need some more levels. We have some lapis, fortunately. But let's see, there are definitely other things in here that we're gonna want. Like, we can just get andesite now. We don't even have to worry about making an andesite machine, but that's not really what I'm looking to do right now. Also find it kind of funny, we can buy the iron that we need to make our ore processing machine. Not gonna do that now, but just kind of a funny thought. And you know what, since we're not in the best position to just be able to make rubber, let's go ahead and, buy and import for that. with all those shenanigans aside though, I think it's time for us to get started on our contraption. And I think we're going to have our ore processing set up just right here. Alright, I have no idea how long we're going to need to make this, so I'm going to just start there and extend our belt like to there for now. If I can actually, put this in the correct line, that'd be fantastic. And we will go ahead and just see exactly where this is going to get us. I'm going to go ahead and connect these up right there. We're going to need to actually grab one of our chutes. We're going to put our millstone right there, and then actually we're going to take this back. Maybe, please give me my hopper back. We're going to place hopper on top of there, and then eventually I'm going to need to just climb up here, and we're going to place ourselves a chest right here, and that's how we're going to input items into this machine. Now for this contraption, we're actually going to go ahead and use ourselves a windmill to power it. Now crate mod windmills are pretty simple. For every 8 sails you add, you essentially get one whole set of power. So if we had 16 sails, we would get 2 sets of power from these. And then I'm not exactly sure how many stress units that equates to, but that's something that we'll find out pretty soon. So, and I believe if we are to right click this, there we go, 2,560 stress units. That is a heck of a lot, especially for what we've got going on here. Now, since it doesn't matter which way our windmill, not our windmill, our millstone actually spins, we're going to just go ahead and connect it up like this. Oh, and I went definitely one too far with those gears. So now, in theory, if we toss something into this chest, we should get actually grinding down on it. I don't know, can you just like grind up pure iron? I guess you can. Let's find out what this gives us. We also may end up speeding this up, and in fact, that's something I think I'm going to do now. Oh, we get iron dust. So I definitely 100% just wasted the iron, because you get 1 nugget back from that. But let's go ahead and speed this up a bit. So speeding things up here is quite simple. Since we want more speed, what we're going to do is we're going to go big gear to small gear. And you can see that that gear is definitely turning much faster than this one. And we're going to place this one right there with a small gear connecting in right there. And if we connect that up, you can see it's now 80 stress units, which means it's basically going to work 8 times as fast, or 4 times as fast as it did before. Each one of these times that you go up like that, that multiplies the speed by 2. And you can in fact do in reverse. So if that were small and that were big, then we would have the speed. So if we take the mill time that our iron just was, we can also mill wheat. And if we pop in there, you'll see it finishes up significantly quicker. And just like that, it's done. We got really, really lucky there. If we look here at our wheat, if we mill it, we only have a 25% chance of getting seeds and a 25% chance of getting extra wheat flour. So cool, we got super lucky there. Now, in order to turn our belt, we're going to need something that's called a vertical gearbox. This allows us to take vertical movement like we have with these gears here, and translate it into horizontal movement like we're going to need to be able to use for this belt. So I believe, if I do this correctly, and we definitely want our belt to be moving slow. Maybe not that slow, but we will sure find out the exact right speed we're going to need for this. So if we add ourselves a chute here, in theory, we should have the first parts of our working machine. Now I got ourselves 4 bits of wheat, so we could go ahead and test that out. And we can actually see if our belt timings here are about right. So it's going to take a few seconds for that to actually do its full processing thing. Once we're done, yep, there we go. We got some flour or whatever that's called there. And here's the thing is sometimes we can get extra, so I do like having that space between them. And genuinely, I do think this is actually about the right speed, especially since we're going to have things like a mechanical press soon that are going to require more stress. And, you can see like we actually do have some stuff getting stuck in there. So you can see just how far apart the items need to be spaced. So I may actually try to, I don't want to slow down the belt more than it already is because it's already pretty dang slow, but we'll see. We'll see how well this works. We'll find out after we do some test cases. So the next thing that we're going to need is we're going to need to have some encased fans to actually wash the ingots as they go by. So these case fans, actually, it does matter which direction they end up facing, because their direction determines, or the direction that they spin, because that direction determines which, whether they suck in air or blow out air. So we're going to need to figure that out. We're also going to go ahead and need to get ourselves another vertical, what are these things called? Vertical gearbox. Now, I would definitely like to speed up a little bit how fast our fans are spinning. So we're going to go ahead, hopefully if I can get this on there. There we go. We're going to make our fans spin extraordinarily fast here. And we're just going to go ahead and get this a little bit further out. Maybe if I can connect those up. And if we go ahead, you can see I have a funky little thing going on here. And actually, I extended that out too far. So if we go ahead, take this back, we can take our regular old shaft and we're going to extend this downward. And that's perfect. That's on the right level. We're going to take our vertical gearbox and attach it here. And then we're going to have this go out there. And we're about to find out whether or not this is spinning in the correct direction, because if we grab ourselves a belt and we attach there, this will actually turn every single one of those fans all at once. And let's see. Ooh, they are in fact sucking in the air right now, which is not so good. So there's going to be a little bit of rearranging we do here. Technically, we could do that, but I really don't like the way that looks, especially when it leads into like the hopper, like it's clipping in. Don't really like that visually. What we could do instead is speed our fans up even more, and that should definitely lead to it rotating in the correct direction. Fingers crossed anyways. Now if we place this belt down, in theory it should start, spinning in the right direction, and there they are blowing. You can see they are blowing us away. Perfect. That's exactly what we want to see here. Now, if we just add some water in here, this should be all set to go for washing. You can see how those particles are now blue. That's exactly what we want to see. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves some wheat to see just how well this works. Oh no, I forgot it's not summertime. We're going to need torches. Oh no. All right, torches have been placed down. So let's go ahead and see how well this works now. So we're going to go ahead and place 15 wheat in here. Millstone, yes. Millstone's going. Soon enough, it's going to pop out some wheat flour there, and this should make it into dough, I believe. We get to see how quickly that happens. So you can see it's getting washed there. Okay, it made it past 2 fans, 3 fans. Please go on the 4th. Oh, I think that was perfect. I think that was perfect. Oh my gosh, it could not get better than that. It couldn't get better than that. And from those 15 pieces of wheat, we were able to get 24 dough. And I believe each of these pieces of dough can be converted into bread, if I remember correctly. So yeah, if we have bread, if we have dough, 1 dough. So we're basically having 1 wheat goes to 1 bread now, or even 1 wheat may go to multiple pieces of bread, which is absolutely fantastic. And you can also make slime out of this stuff. So that's really nice. We don't really have to worry about making ourselves a slime farm. But we also got 5 wheat seeds out of there, which was pretty nice. So you can actually just get wheat seeds from wheat now. And wacky washing. I didn't even know that was an advancement that we can get. Oh boy, it'd probably be welcome to create wacky washing. Get caught in a stream of air that washes things. Cool. So next up, we just need to find a way to actually compress these in such a way that it will only compress the things when we have 9 of them. So we want to wait until we get 9, although that might be something that the mechanical press automatically takes care of. I will have to look into that. So actually, looking a little bit further into it, it looks like we're going to need to do our mechanical packing into a basin. So we actually will need to put a filter on the basin, which shouldn't be too difficult. And we already have a basin made up. I think all we need to do now is make ourselves a mechanical press, which is done using an andesite machine plus a iron block of iron. That is something I absolutely can do. Let's go ahead, clear up my inventory a little bit. Those motivational apples, I swear, I'm going to keep finding them forever and ever and ever and ever. I will not be doing that again until I have a contraption that will automatically do it for me. So now that we have these, we can go ahead and place them over here. Now, this is more of a showcase of something mechanical belts can do. They can connect things vertically as well. So if we go ahead and connect this up here, you'll see we have this going super duper fast, which is exactly what I want. If we want to take a look, we can see here. Let's go ahead and compress down we already had some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, just to show you how quick this will be once we actually have it going. We toss that in there, done. That's it. That's everything. It is so incredibly fast, so we aren't going to have to worry about this being a backup at all. It's taking up 1,280 stress units. We have 2,560. I am perfectly fine with that. Just like that, that's incredible. Love that so much. All right, and so we're going to go ahead and just apply a filter on the output of this machine. I think if we right click this, yes, we can go ahead and here's the nice thing about using JEI. You can just drag these in here. You can't like drag them into your inventory as you see there, but if you drag them in here, this will make sure that like only these ingots will be able to come out, and we won't have to worry at all about there's 2 brass ingots. We won't have to worry at all about whether or not our basin here will finish processing whatever we put in it, because the only thing that will be able to output are these ingots. So I'm going to go ahead and drag all of these in here, so that way we do not have to worry about making anything that we do not mean to. And then we're going to go ahead, give ourselves some things, do a first test run of this. We'll sure find out how well this works, and I'm so incredibly excited. We're gonna try making ourselves an andesite filter and seeing if that actually does the thing that we're hoping for it to do. We're also, I just realized, gonna need a filter to actually be able to input stuff into our basins. So we'll go ahead and place that right there. Place you right there. And I don't know if I can place a filter on this. Can I? No, I can't. Oh no. Here, maybe if I take this off. Oh, it was facing, if I take this off, now when I apply this, I don't know, will you accept just like anything into the basin now? Let's try. If I throw that there, are you gonna take it? Okay, are you in the basin? Let's see. Yes, okay, good. Now we just need to go ahead, get ourselves some ores using our nice fancy diamond pickaxe. So after doing so much mining that it actually became winter, I was able to get so many awesome things in here, including an enchanted book of, was literally the worst time. Ooh, that hurt. That hurt a lot. Okay, but I was even able to get us 21 new diamonds. That would have been 21 gold that we would have had to spend. But let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and start off with just iron. Let's go ahead, drop off our iron in here and see how much we get. Hopefully it's a decent amount. So let's go ahead. So we started off with 2 stacks plus 59 crushed iron ore. So let's see exactly how much that nets us. And here it comes. It's getting washed. Oh no, that last fan isn't turning. Oh no. Okay, we need to actually turn off this machine then. We can't have it so that last fan isn't turning. How did that happen? There we go. That was so weird. Okay, now we can connect this. All right, and now we should be good to go ahead, turn this whole thing back on, just like that. So yeah, there's going to be lots of iron dust in here while we wait for the belt to catch up, basically. Ooh, I hope the belt's able to wash that many items at once. Yes, it looks like it is. Oh, good. And look at that. We have our first iron ingot. Oh, shoot. I have to click this every time? I didn't realize that. Oh, no. So I'm probably going to have this go into something more like a chest, because as you can see, it's producing so much right now. So this machine here is essentially able to double our ore output, which is absolutely incredible. Going to be so useful. Oops, sorry, it looks like I have the hiccups. It's going to be so useful, and we have so much, and you're going to notice some changes. We also now have enchanted tools. That's the thing, is I'm so busy right now that I am able to do some playing but not recording during my free time. So you could see, I believe it is now spring because our snow is melting, our ice is melting over there. And one last thing is we do have another portal over there. I just stole some lava from this lake here in order to make it. And this machine is going to be so incredibly useful. I also did have to turn off our tree harvesting machine because it was too efficient. We are officially out of storage space in that machine. So I also am using this machine over there to create some bread, just using the wheat here. We're going to use it to get dough, which is essentially like more than tripling our output of bread per piece of wheat that we put in there, which is so incredibly nice. And I found out that the filter doesn't actually need to be placed on there. The basin will only output a completed recipes, so we don't have to worry about that. But that is all I have time for this episode. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to hit that like button. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing, and I hope to see you all in the next episode, where hopefully there will be less hiccups, both in the literal sense and in the game sense. But I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next episode. Goodbye!